Zelda's life has been touched by tragedy, and your life has been touched by tragedy. How has your tragedy influenced how and what you write? And did you use that when writing Zelda to help express the pain that you felt, relieve some of the pain that you felt?
First book, no, because Brandon was still around.
Okay.
I did have lost my dad, that was cancer, and that was back in 2003, so I had been quite a bit of time, so I had gone through my grief, but I needed Zelda to have a reason why she didn't leave the lab anymore.
Okay.
There had to be a reason,
Right.
and, I don't the closest I've come to writing about feeling about any type of loss is in my short story traditions. That's where you'd see more of that. For this book, I'm not very good at expressing grief. People kinda looked at me strange. I mean, I could talk about how Brandon died, but I could never talk about how I felt. I don't know if I got that stoicism from my parents. And my parents, they had lost a before I was born, had lost a dog. They had a lot of loss in their lives, including 2 children. Before I was born, they had a daughter that died of cancer when she was 4.
No.
When back in 96, my brother, the minister, he died of cancer. So their only son. And my mom's fa father, who was not a great person, but he died when she was 12. So my grandmother raised them on her
Oh,
dad. They weren't even married that long. My father's dad died of a massive coronary in 1948.
wow.
Yeah.
A
Then
lot.
a month after I was born, in the 60s, he lost his mom. So it's kind of like they've had a lot of so I think I get my stoicism from there, so I wasn't able to bring that into the Zelda books.
Right. Although
So I'll
she
I'll
up
probably explore that more later on when I feel more comfortable doing it.
Yeah. She's pretty stoic for much of the until she's not, until she, like,
Mhm.
loses it
Right.
eventually and really sort of has a breakdown, but she's a pretty stoic character, so I have to think that
Yeah,
that
I
came through
probably comes
somehow.
from me. Yeah,
Yeah,
it probably does come from me, the stoicism, because you have to get on, you gotta feed the other kids, you've gotta pay
right.
the bills, just kept putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah,
And I guess that's what Zelda did until she couldn't any
right.
longer,
Yeah,
and, which we see in book 2 that it really did affect her quite a bit. And
right.
so through book 2, she's gotta work through that, and in book 3, she'll be moved past that into her next,
Her next adventure.
next
Yeah,
adventure.
yeah.
So then hopefully we'll get to get up to the moon, and she'll get to live happily ever after in book 4, so that's what I'm hoping.
I mean, it depends on if you want there to be book 5, I guess.
So, I
Right?
guess I could always leave it slightly hanging.
Right.
Will
Yeah.
Zelda return?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say that, like, it where she does finally lose it in the first book because she just can't handle everything that's happening, like, it was and I think maybe because I hadn't thought about this before, but maybe because she kinda had been so stoic, it is very impactful. It is a very, um it's memorable.
If you do get to read any of my short stories, Traditions does deal with old age, cancer, and death. If you do get to read it, there you'll see more of that,
Okay.
that stuff, probably shows my grief in there a little
Okay.
bit. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, it's changed it up a little bit to make it a little bit more palatable, and not as raw as
Right.
what real life is.
Well, again, I mean, I think the scene where Zelda breaks down in book 1, there's definitely rawness there.
Yeah, she couldn't stay strong. That was the whole point, was that she couldn't as I was writing it and I was getting to the end, I was like, "She can't stay perfect through the whole thing. She's got to lose it all."
Right.
Basically, everything that she thought or
Right.
believed and what she counted on had to be removed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have to do that to our characters, otherwise
Correct.
they're yeah. they're not realistic because none of us, the humans, we're not we break down. We have
Mm,
our moments where we can't keep going, so,
yeah.
yeah.
And in book 2, you'll see the post-traumatic stress hit her several times.
Right.